attire that I'm putting on is the attire that is worn by a groom on the day of his wedding, the day that he is going to get married. On the day of the nikah, this is what the groom dons in our culture. I'll begin with the headgear. The headgear is known as a himaya. And from what you can see, it's a turban. And it has been tied in a particular style. All of these things, they have reasons. Because our culture and our history is very, very rich and very, very broad. Another reason why the groom must have a headgear or something apart from the himaya. You could also wear a kafia, which is a cape, or a tarbush, like the ones that have been displayed by the other cultural ambassadors. From the headgear, we come to my shoulders. There is this piece of cloth that is hanging. It is known as a kashda, and it is worn by men of authority. That is the meaning. If you see a man putting on a kashda, it means he is a man of authority. And since I'm a teacher, if I am allowed to illustrate this through an example, I would give the example of the chairman of the Nubian Council of Elders. If you look at him, Sheikh Isa Abdul Faraj, what he's putting on his shoulders, he's putting on a kashda because he is a man of authority. We move on. The next piece of garment is what I'm wearing. This is known as a jalbia. And it is 3 pieces, jalabia. Sorry, correction. It is a jalabia. And it is a 3-piece cloth. The first piece is this flowing robe that you wear on the outside. There is a second piece that is worn as an undergarment on the inside. It is called a rijali, or if you want, you can call it a vest. And then the third piece that completes this cloth is the bauza, the trouser, which I have here. This is the bauza, the trouser. So this completes the attire. And then we move on to what I'm wearing on my feet. And I'm putting on a murkab. This is murkab, meaning closed leather sandals. It is totally different from karkab because karkab is made of wood and it is open. This is clothes. This attire, ladies and gentlemen, is the attire that is worn by a Nubian groom on the day of the wedding. Thank you.
Why do you think particularly this festival has been organized by Bomas of Kenya? Why not any other organization?
Bomas of Kenya is a parastatal within the government of Kenya. So by organizing today's festival, it means that the government of Kenya has recognized the Nubi community as an official tribe among the many ethnic diverse tribes in this country. That is number one. Reason number two is that I'll give the Ministry of Tourism credit because their think tank, those guys are really thinking. The Nubi culture is a very rich culture. And among the many things that God has endowed Kenya is that we are a country of very many rich cultures. So by tapping into the Nubian culture, to bring on board the Nubian culture, the government of Kenya, on the other hand, will get the returns by having more tourists coming to Kenya, coming to see and experience and study the Nubian culture.